What is up, everyone? My name is Phil. The channel is Phil's Polls. And we're back with another card opening video. Today we've got something very, very, very different. Something that I am not comfortable with at all, but something that I figure would be very, very cool to open for you guys. A lot of people ask me for vintage stuff, and it's just something that I don't know very well, so I haven't really got into it. But these came to me from my good pal Houdini, who was opening a bunch of this on his channel. I will link him down in the description below. It's 79 tops, and this is called a grocery tray, I believe. 3 packs. They cost 20 cents a pack at the time, so this would have cost you 20 cents, or I'm sorry, 60 cents in your grocery store. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool cards in here. I'm excited about this. Leave a like, subscribe if you are as well, and we will get into this 79 tops. Before we do, I'll explain. Houdini was nice enough to kind of tell me what to look out for. Obviously, the Ozzie Smith rookie card is the big one. These grocery trays tended to be in better condition than wax packs, and so they're a little bit more expensive than if you were able to buy, wax packs on their own. They've been pretty beat up over the years. Centering obviously will doesn't matter what type of pack you get. Centering is going to be centering, but you got a better chance of your edges, corners, all that stuff being better in these. So the Ozzie Smith. On top of that, there's some vets: Pete Rose, George Brett, a few others, and then I believe it's Thurman Munson's last card was in these. He obviously died tragically in a plane crash, and this was the last card produced of him. So some cool stuff to look out for. I thought this was funny. Top Super Sports Card Locker. It's the greatest way to store, carry, and trade sports cards that money can buy. That's kind of funny. I mean, all it required was $4.75, check or money order, and a pack wrapper to send in.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
To buy this Top Super Sports Card Locker, which I don't know if it was metal. It looks like it was probably metal. I mean, if these packs were 20 cents, I got to assume for $5 they'd give you, a pretty well-made locker there. I'd love to see one of those in person. I'll maybe Google it after and see if there's any on eBay or something like that that'll pop up on the screen. But I'm pretty excited about this. I don't get into the vintage stuff very much, like I said, just because I don't know it very well, but I thought this would be pretty cool. So if we can get an Ozzie Smith in good condition that has, like decent centering and stuff, that can be really big. I believe like a PSA 10 went for, I want to say like 30 grand or something nuts, but it's such a long shot. It's a big set and you get 12 cards per pack. There's 3 packs. So it is a long shot, and it has to be in, PSA 10 condition. Not that a 9 isn't a fantastic card, because it is. So let's try to slide these out as best I can without doing any damage. Here's our little tray. Set that aside. I don't think I want to throw it away. There is gum in here. I'm not going to eat the gum.
Fool this man!
I know that's the popular thing to do with old gum. I believe the gum does leave like a residue on the back card in most cases, so hopefully it's not the case here. It's kind of stuck, or it's not stuck. I'm sorry. So we might be in good shape. We'll set that aside. First card, Larry Parrish, third baseman with the Expos. Ed Ott. It's bad centering on that one, but centering looks better here, so maybe it won't be like a run of bad centering. Gorman Thomas, Brewers outfielder. Vida Blue, that's a cool card. He used to come around the Fenway locker room, and really, really funny guy. Obviously a great player, NL All-Star with the Giants there. John Henry Johnson, pitcher for the A's. Doyle Alexander, pitcher. I see people say this a lot, and like back in the 70s and 80s, everybody looked like they were 60 years old. It's kind of true.
Boom. Roasted.
So funny. We got an upside down one here. That is Joe Nolan, catcher for the Braves. Everybody also rocked these glasses back then too, which was amazing. Mickey Stanley, outfielder, first baseman for the Tigers. We have a checklist. Hal Dews, Expos pitcher. Indians prospects. Alfredo Griffin, third base coach for the Angels, I believe. Pretty sure he's still there. Dave Oliver and Tim Norrid. 1979 Indians prospects. And our last card is Brian Asselstein, outfielder for the Braves. Overall, I was happy with the condition of these. Most of the corners and stuff seemed really good. I mean, obviously the centering, like this first card was bad. This one was decent. That one was decent. And our last card was pretty bad. But overall, I'd say if we did get an Aussie or something notable, there's a okay shot that it'll have some nice centering on it. The gum didn't want to stick to the back of this one either, so that's a good sign. I'll just there was like a little bit of a residue, but Craig Swan, pitcher for the Mets. Bobby Valentine, that's pretty cool. Not wearing the little costume, or what do you call those things? The chat will tell me, I forget. The comments. This isn't live. Craig Reynolds, shortstop for the Mariners. Davey Lopes, Dodgers second baseman. It's probably towards the end of his career. Ken Reitz. Paul Splittorf. Paul Splittorf. Probably butchering that, but that's my best guess. Dave McKay, Blue Jays, second baseman. We've got a Jerry Grote, catcher for the Dodgers. The checklist. Mike Edwards, A's second baseman. Mike Torres, Red Sox pitcher. And John Stearns, 1978 record breaker, National League record, most stolen bases by a catcher. All right, so that's probably not the best record there. Most catchers don't run all that well. This is really cool opening these. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of went into this. I'm like, vintage will be boring. No autos, blah blah blah. But it's kind of cool to see cards that are this old. I mean, this one is kind of stuck to the back. Yeah. This was 7 years before I was born, which it's kind of crazy to go through these. Rico Cardi, DH for the Athletics. Denny Martinez, Orioles pitcher. That's not his rookie. It had to be pretty close. Oh, I got excited there. Oh, I saw the Padres. I thought that was it. Daryl Thomas. The Ozzie Smith is in a Padres uniform, obviously in here. Lee Lacy. Oh man, that got me good. Wow. Lee Lacy, second baseman, outfielder for the Dodgers. Buddy Solomon, pitcher for the Braves. Andy Messersmith, Yankees pitcher. And we're getting to our upside down stuff now. Daryl Jackson, Twins pitcher. Raleigh Fingers with the Padres. That card's in really, really good shape, by the way. Really nice centering. I don't know what a PSA of this goes for. It'll probably like from the bottom because, I'm fancy like that now. Bill Castro, Brewers pitcher. Jerry Remy, very, very good color commentator for the Red Sox now. Second baseman. Thick Boston accent. Oh, that's cool. Pete Rose, record breaker. Modern National League record, most consecutive games batting safely. That's awesome. Centering looks really, really nice on that as well. Nice Pete Rose. Should be a Hall of Famer, but he's not. And our last card is Mike Sadek. So that's probably my favorite card. I think that's really, really cool. A 79 Topps record breaker Pete Rose. I'm sure it doesn't go for as much as like the, you know, the regular card he had, but that last pack was actually probably my favorite. With the Pete Rose, the Dennis Martinez, and the Raleigh Fingers. Really enjoyed those. They're all crooked. I might actually grade that Raleigh Fingers and the Pete Rose. The centering on those are fantastic. Anything from this era will sell. Very, very well graded that high. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the 1979 Topps. I certainly did. That was a lot more fun than I was expecting. Getting to go through some pretty old cards, little piece of history, not like super old, but still before I was born, which is pretty neat. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to try to get some more vintage stuff. I'll probably sound like an idiot opening most of it because I am uneducated on anything prior to like 1992 when I started collecting, but I'll certainly do it if you guys enjoy it. Yeah, guys, hope you did enjoy it, and I will catch you on the next one. See you.